Stas23 here, and today we're going through my top 10 most comfortable knives in my collection that are $100 and under. If you want to see my more premium 100 and over, go check that video out. But let's get started. First up, we have the Kizer Roach. And I knew right off the back, whenever I saw this hump right here, that more than likely it's going to be comfortable. And then you have the contoured scales. They're nice and thick, wide, fill out the hand nicely. You can even choke up on this one. And I love that broad drop point blade. It's so slicey. Blade steel on this one's N690. Very, very good action, very snappy action. So overall, it's a great knife. You got a deep carry pocket clip that stays out of the way of the hand. Now this one is right-handed tip up only. So there's going to be some knives on this, a lot of knives on this list that are left and right hand carry. Also, to give you a size reference, from here to here, it is 3.9 inches wide. And then from the tip of my middle finger to the bottom right here, 7 3/4 inch, just to give you a size reference. All right, number 2, we had the Vosteed Nightshade TH. Once again, you have that slope down handle, contoured scales. Now this one's a little skinnier, but the way this one fits, it fits just perfect. And then it angles that blade down, super comfortable. They did a great job of the contouring and softening of the edges of this knife. You know, that's just one of the more reasons why I love this knife, besides the fact that it's just an awesome user. But once again, this is another right-handed tip up only. Next up, we have the Kizer full-size Sheepdog. Now, this one is a stand-in. This is a 10V version, but the one that I was trying to find is the 154 CM and the black linen micarta version. So that's the one that I will link. I don't know if I loaned it to somebody or not, but super comfortable. And this bulge right here that you see on like the Spyderco Shaman and other knives like that, it does a great job of pushing the scale up to the palm. And then this is rounded, fills out the hand nicely. Now these are a little bit skinnier, but they just they fit and they work. They do such a good job of whenever they're coming down right here to make this edge right here not sharp, that can ruin, you know, the comfortable in-hand feeling for somebody like myself with, you know, destroyed hands and some neuropathy and stuff like that. So that's who this video is mainly for, and then anybody looking for a nice, comfortable knife to use as well. I will have every knife down in the linked down in the description as long as they're available. If I can find links that help support the channel, I will have them in there. And if you want to help support the channel, use those links. If not, that's totally fine as well. Next up, we have the BestechMan Ronan. This one is just well contoured, and it just fits. I guess it locks the hand in. You know, I was kind of worried about the choils or whatever you want to call these right here. This hand fits perfect for me, and even though this finger kind of sits right here, it's still nice and comfortable, and one that I could use for a long period of time. This one's in G10. I don't think they offer this in micarta, but 14C28 in blade steel. Excellent knife right here. This thing is nice and slicey, beautiful drop point blade. Yeah, this is an excellent knife. And it's got the crossbar lock. And next up, we have the Miguron. I think this is the Valona. If I mess that up, I will put it right here. Yeah, another masterful knife that, look at that contouring. Perfectly rounded. Excellent. And then this is something I was kind of shocked. You got the wider end here, and then it tapers down. Whoops. You got the wider end right here, tapers down. And what that allows you to do is you got that nice pinch grip right here. And then you push this part up against the palm. Feels nice in hand. Now this one, being that it is skinnier, you're not going to want to do, you know, a ton of prolonged cutting if you have, you know, hand issues, because it will easily fatigue the hand, but it's still comfortable while doing so. Oh, also 14C28 in blade steel and a mill titanium pocket clip to top it off. All right, next up we have one coming from Petrified Fish, and this is the Flavorist. Another excellent one. This one's just a very neutral handle, but it does kind of arc down. and it fills out my hand nicely. Nice and comfortable. You have nice contouring on the micarta scales. You know, whenever I have to choose a knife that I want to make sure it's going to be nice and comfortable, and I know, you know, say it's this knife, between this knife, I'm going to go this knife every day, all day, because of that micarta. It gives me a little bit better traction, and it's just softer in hand. So if you have, you know, neuropathy or something like that, even though this one's super comfortable and you would enjoy using this as well, I just find that this especially micarta that has, like, you can actually feel the actual material instead of like polished micarta, it really feels good in the hand. Polished micarta feels more like G10 in hand. Next up, we have one coming from Kizer, and that's the Kizer T1. I love the titanium version, but this one's awesome as well. 154 cm steel. Beautiful, beautiful grip. Nice contoured micarta. This one's black canvas. Beautiful action on these. I love the T1. Great utility. I mean, a great all-around cutter. Yeah. Excellent. Titanium one's comfortable as well. Next up, we have the CJRB Feldspar. Another one that they did an excellent job with the contouring. Just look at that. And then they knocked off the edges. Now, the G10 one's comfortable as well, but this one's a little bit more comfortable. I don't know if you can still get the full size in micarta. I could be wrong. I'll have to check Blade HQ, but bearing action, and you don't see many thumb stud action knives. Love it. Beautiful blade shape. This one is in D2 steel, but you can also get it, I think you can get it in AR-RPM 9. Well, I know you can get it in AR-RPM 9 stainless steel. However, I don't think those have contoured scales like these do. And I'll tell you what, of a lot of the budget companies that I've tested D2 from, CJRB does some of the best D2 as far as overseas, just in my experience. Next up, we have the CMB Predator, another excellent knife. This is just an outstanding value. This is my one in D2, but they also now make it in 14C 28N. Beautiful, beautiful blade, nice and slicey, beautiful sharpening choil. Look at that. That's how you do it right there. Got a crossbar lock that is kind of strong to pull it back, but it's perfect for the flipping action, riding on bearings. Nice and comfortable. And once again, you have like this deep choil here, and this kind of widens up. It fills out the hand nicely. Those contoured micarta scales feel great. Man, I'm sorry, lefties. I just realized that a lot of these knives are right-handed knives. I apologize for that. This last one's not, and that is the Civivi Conspirator. This one has a scrumptious blade right there of Nitro V. And this one's just like a broomstick style handle, but they did a great job of the contoured edges right here. The micarta feels good. It fills out my hand nicely, nothing poking me. That clip stays out of the way of my hands. Now, depending on your hand size, I can't promise it won't be in your palm or anything, but for me, I can white knuckle it all day and I'm fine. Nice button lock action on this one. You can flip it, or you can use that fuller right there to reverse flick it or thumb roll it. Or let's see. Yep, you can even thumb flick it. Love the Conspirator. So that's my top 10 most comfortable knives in my collection that are 100 and under. Most of these are well under $100. Just some excellent options. Please let us know what your most comfortable knives in your collection are. Just give us one or two of them. I will definitely be reading those, because I will probably, if I don't have them, I'll probably try to pick one up, because I'm always looking for comfortable knives in hand to use that, you know, won't feel terrible in my hands like some of these knives do. Some of them can have nice contoured scales, but they have a lot of rough texture on them, and they can really freak out my hands. So there you go. If you have any questions about any of them, please feel free to ask me down in the comments. I hope everybody's having an absolute amazing day. I will see y'all on the next one. Peace out.